A gorilla can sit in a forest, chew leaves for half the day, and maintain the body of a nightclub bouncer. You would starve to death in that same forest. Not because there's no food, there's food everywhere. Raw leaves, wild roots, berries, bugs, nature's grocery store, fully stocked. Your body just can't use any of it. And the genuinely insane part? That's exactly why we won. Every animal on this planet eats food exactly as the planet hands it to them. Raw, cold, straight from wherever it was before it became lunch. A lion does not ask if the zebra is medium rare. A chimp does not sprinkle sea salt on fruit. A deer is not out there fermenting artisanal moss. Animals see fire and think, leave. Humans saw fire and thought, what if dinner went in there? We are the only species that cooks, ever, in 4 billion years of life on Earth. Just us. One weird, flat-faced primate who looked at flames and saw a kitchen appliance. And we didn't just do it for fun, we did it so aggressively that our bodies changed. Look at other primates. Big jaws, strong teeth, a digestive system built like industrial plumbing. Long, powerful, designed to grind through raw food all day without complaining. Now look at Boxy. Tiny teeth, weak jaw, small stomachs. On paper, Boxy loses. Badly. And yet, the gorilla is still chewing leaves, and Boxy's species invented air fryers because waiting 11 minutes felt emotionally difficult. So what actually happened? We outsourced. We took the most expensive, exhausting system inside our bodies, and we fired it. Moved the whole operation outside, rebuilt it on the kitchen counter. Your kitchen is not a room, your kitchen is a biological organ. An external organ made of metal and gas that does the work your body quietly decided it no longer wanted to do. And to understand why that sentence is technically correct, we need to talk about what digestion actually costs. Raw food is locked energy. Every meal nature gives you is basically a password-protected zip file. The calories are in there, plenty of them, but they're sealed behind tough fiber, cell walls, collagen, and dense tissue your gut has to physically demolish before it can touch a single one. For a chimp eating raw plants, that demolition takes 6 hours of chewing per day. 6 hours, just chewing, before the stomach even starts. That is not lunch. That is a part-time job with no benefits and a terrible view. And even after all that, how the stomach still has to grind, ferment, and chemically assault everything for hours more. Digestion is not a quiet background process. It is a full construction site running inside you, all day, every day, draining energy you desperately need for other things. Then, about 1.9 million years ago, something happened. We don't know if it was intentional. Maybe meat rolled into a fire. Maybe roots got scorched after a wildfire. Maybe some ancient, very hungry ancestor poked at something smoking and thought, actually, that smells incredible. But here's what fire actually does to food. And this is the bit that rewired our entire species. Cooking is pre-digestion. Heat tears the food structure apart before it reaches your mouth, softens the fibers, bursts the starch cells, breaks down the collagen, unlocks the zip file. Fire chews first. So when Boxy eats a cooked sweet potato, his stomach barely clocks in. The fire already handled 90% of the job. The calories are sitting there, pre-unlocked, ready to absorb. And evolution, which is basically a terrifying accountant with no emotional warmth, immediately noticed the savings. If we're not chewing for 6 hours, we don't need the giant jaw. Gone. If food arrives half digested, we don't need 20 feet of heavy-duty intestine. Cancelled. We downgraded our own digestive plan, went from the industrial premium package to the budget basic tier. And that freed up something that almost never happens in nature: spare energy. Evolution does not do nothing with a surplus. That's not how evolution works. So our bodies made a trade. Shrink the gut, grow the brain, and the brain we grew is genuinely absurd. 2% of your body weight, 20% of your daily energy, running constantly, never on standby, burning premium fuel even when you're lying on the couch doing absolutely nothing, just generating thoughts like, do I have free will or am I just hungry? At midnight. No other primate can afford this. A gorilla with a human brain would starve. Its gut and brain would fight over the same energy budget and the brain would lose every time. Big stomach, big brain. Pick one. You cannot run both. Cooking broke that rule. By letting fire do the digestive work, we freed up exactly enough energy to run the most expensive brain in the animal kingdom. And that brain built language, tools, cities, a global information network that currently allows you to watch a cartoon box question the meaning of its own stomach. But, and nobody talks about this part, fire didn't just upgrade us, it trapped us. Because once our bodies evolved around cooked food, there was no going back. Our jaws got too small, our guts got too short, Our calorie demands got too high. A modern human trying to live on raw food in the wild is not returning to nature. They are entering a very slow, very embarrassing argument with biology. We are not animals that learned to cook. We are animals that became dependent on cooking. You are too brainy to survive without a kitchen, which is both impressive and genuinely a little pathetic. But here's the part that doesn't get talked about enough. Fire also changed how humans existed together. Most animals eat and move on, but cooking takes time. Fire creates a place. Someone has to watch it. Food has to be shared, waited for, divided up. So humans gathered, and while they gathered, they talked. They taught each other things. They remembered. They warned each other. They complained about whoever burned the mammoth again. Anthropologists think campfires might be where human language actually started developing. Not because fire is magic, but because it gave us hours of safe, shared, unstructured time we'd never had before. A raw meal is just survival. A cooked meal is a reason to stay near other people long enough to become a species with stories. And once humans learned that heat transforms food, we applied that logic to everything. Heat the stone, shape the metal, burn the fuel, power the engine, build the city, launch the rocket. It starts with dinner, it ends with civilization. Which means your microwave is not just a sad little box for reheating yesterday's rice. It is a direct descendant of the ancient fire that helped make humans human. So the next time you're standing there, half asleep, watching food go in circles, wondering if this is really what consciousness was for, that heat is your second stomach. That stove is part of your evolutionary support system. And you are a very strange animal that got smart by letting fire eat first. Stay oddly human.